All right, I believe we are on record mode. So tonight is our week 2 of our 6-week basic series. It is Wednesday, October 12th, and we are very excited to be able to share with you tonight 3 things. The first one, our product, is going to be Cleanse for Life. We are going to work on explaining the Healthy Mind and Body program, as well as finishing off the last half hour, showing everybody how to use the 8 steps to enrolling anybody in our products. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to let Lauren Ross begin her presentation, and take it away, Lauren.
Well, good evening, everyone. As already said, my name is Lauren Ross. I'm in Ontario, Canada. For those of you that don't know where I am here, I'm going to share my screen. Can everybody see that? Can you see that?
Yes.
Awesome. So, okay. So week 2, and as Jody said, our product spotlight that I'm going to talk about tonight is Cleanse for Life. And let me move you guys around over here so you can see. So, Cleanse for Life, I'm going to talk about a few things about it, what it is, what it does, how to use it, some potential recipes for you, and some kind of some do's and don'ts. And then we'll get into the Healthy Mind and Body piece, and then into the other half hour for training. So everything that is in this presentation is found in a couple of places. I've provided links into your back office, and or photos or any of the actual pictures and things are actually in our Facebook page. So feel free to search in the files or just ask, and I'm happy to show you where they are. And again, the links are there. So what is Cleanse for Life? Cleanse for Life is a synergistic blend of natural cleansing herbs and botanicals designed to promote detoxification and protect your body against the effects of oxidative stress and harmful toxins. So great. So what is that? Right? So what is that really? So why do I need to cleanse? One, toxins are everywhere in our environment. It is in our food. Toxins are in our food. We are depleting our ground of any type of vitamins and minerals, and with all of our pesticides, herbicides, and what Cleanse for Life and what they do is all these toxins deprive your body of proper function and can trigger health complications and make you feel sluggish during the day. So why do we cleanse? It's to give our digestive tract a break. It allows your liver to release stored fat, soluble toxins. Cleanse days also result in stubborn fat loss. It resets your cravings. It will reset insulin sensitivities. It'll reduce oxidative stress on your body, which is huge for us nowadays. It will preserve muscle tissue through production of human growth hormone. It supports the detoxification to our bodies. And one of the things that I like, it actually shrinks fat cells when you cleanse. Like, how could you not love that? So those are some of the reasons why we cleanse. How does it work? How does the actual product work in our body? What it does is the nutrients and enzymes in Cleanse for Life nourish your body while it releases the toxins stored in fat cells into circulation so they can be excreted through the liver. It is scientifically formulated that cleansing supports healthy metabolism. It is available in liquid or powder. The flavor that it is natural berry, and it improves brain and cardiovascular health. I added the picture on the left. And I know we see it a lot in the group, but I put it here specifically because I don't know how many people actually look at it and actually really understand this lovely little picture that we have and that we use in the group. And it shows how, to me anyway, it shows how it really, really works. When we constantly deluge our body with all these toxins and all of these foods that our body holds on to, it just stores, right? Our body can't release the toxins, and it just constantly stores in our body. And that's why I believe that we just are getting bigger as a society. When we diet, we cut calories, and then we don't get enough nutrition. Then we exercise, which results in fat loss, but we get into this cycle, and we rebound. So you can lose the weight in the short term, reduce your food intake, increase your healthy exercise, but you're not solving one of the key issues that I believe, which is to give your body proper nutrition, number one, but to cleanse it of all of those toxins and allow your digestive tract to actually rest, and for your body to get rid of all of those toxins, and for your liver and your kidneys to actually start functioning at its optimal level, and to do essentially what it was designed to do. Cleansing, for me, I have a lot of cleansers that ask me. Cleansing to me is nutritionally supported fasting. All you're doing is putting really good nutrition into your body and putting as minimal amount of calories in it so that your digestive tract can rest. We use our digestive tract 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is constantly digesting something. By cleansing, we allow that part of our body to take a break, to heal, and to rest. And then the Cleanse for Life supports your nutrition and gives you all of the vitamins that you need to actually fast safely. So how do you cleanse, right? So we have a bottle, you get your package and you have a bottle, and depending on, you may have a powder, you may have a big 32-ounce bottle of liquid, or you may have individual 2-ounce bottles of cleanse. They are all the same. For me, I use all three of them, depending on convenience and depending on what I'm doing and depending on what I'm planning to do in the next 30 days. And what's nice about it is it's versatile. So you can travel with it in the powder. I travel a lot for work. I use the powder. I use the 2 ounces to travel. And I'll use the 32 ounce at home. You can cleanse multiple ways. Excuse me. There isn't a real wrong or a right way. There are degrees of cleansing. There are what we call a light cleanse. There's a medium cleanse and what I call a heavy cleanse. A heavy cleanse is a solid 2-day cleanse. It is 48 hours of giving your digestive tract a rest and giving your body what it needs. There is a 24-hour cleanse, which is called a medium cleanse. And then there is the light cleanse, which is a nightly cleanse, which some people do, depending on A, how they like to cleanse, and or B, depending on what's going on with your lifestyle or your body. So a light cleanse that you do in a 24-hour period is listed here on the left. I've put a typical cleanse day on the left here that you can see, and when you take certain products and how you take it. There is multiple ways to do a cleanse. Not only can you do it on a light cleanse, which is a night cleanse, you can do the 1 day, you can do the 2 day, you can start at night, cleanse overnight, you can start in the morning. It's what works for you, ultimately. There are multiple ways to take product during the day. On the left, I've put out a copy of one of the standards that we like to use, that I like to use. There's also multiple schedules out there where you can have a product every hour if you're a muncher, or depending on what's going on with you. Some days you're more hungry than others. Some cleanse days are easier than others. So it's really nice to be able to switch up and still stay on the program. So there's plenty of options, and there's no right or wrong way to cleanse, which is nice. On the right, I've put in what you can have on a cleanse day. A lot of cleansers get confused on what they can and can't have on a cleanse day. I like this one. This is my go-to sheet because it has the amp line in it, personally. The products are listed here. The new way to cleanse now that corporate's added is whey thins. You're allowed to have whey thins on a cleanse day in replace of your chewables. You can have one package of whey thins for an entire day, which is 100 calories, in replace of your chewables. The whole point of cleansing is reduced calories. So just know that as you do that, if you're eating them, if you're hungry, right, and you're adding in the chocolates and you're adding in whey thins, that you're actually adding calories. So just know that. Ionic Supreme is absolutely okay to have. Cleanse for Life, obviously you want to have that. Isodelites are always great on a cleanse day. Isodelites and an E-shot. A lot of people that get some side effects from cleansing, they get headaches in the afternoon. One of the ways that I combat the headaches, there's a couple of ways that I deal with them. One is I do have my chocolate. Sometimes I need a little bit of chocolate, and that helps the headache. Another one is I'll put a little bit of pink Himalayan salt under my tongue. That usually helps get rid of a headache. Lots and lots of water on a cleanse day. And another way that I help with headaches is I will have an E-shot. I get headaches every time I cleanse. It doesn't matter. At 3 o'clock, I have a headache. I don't know why. And I take an E-shot and I drink about 20 ounces of water, and my headaches go away. Some people, when they cleanse, get cold. This is a good thing. When you're cleansing, all your blood from your extremities, your arms and your legs, will go into your core of your body to protect your organs. And that's a good thing. It's a good sign. But you get cold when that happens. And it's very natural, and it's okay. It's fine. It's not hurting you at all. It's actually helping you. And so what I do if you get cold, or what I do when I get cold, is Cleanse for Life. You can also have it heated. You can have it over ice if you like. I like it heated as a tea at the end of the day. It helps get me warm right before I go to sleep. Sometimes I'll wear a tooth or a hat around the house. Just depends. It depends on if I'm doing a 2-day cleanse. I usually get cold. That's just the way my body works. You may or may not. Everybody's body is different. The one thing I always caution with people with Cleanse for Life, if you're going to heat it, is boil your water and then let it sit for a few minutes so that you're not adding boiling water to the cleanse, that you're adding hot water. You don't want to lose any of the enzymes or any of the goodness that's in there. So they always suggest you don't use boiling water to do that. So you want hot water, not boiling. One of the, I've put in some recipes in here because a lot of people, me included, as I was just saying, the Cleanse for Life is versatile. You can have it hot, cold, just room temperature, whatever you like. Some people actually, I like to make a tea, but I've added some of recipes here for Kathy Coover's tea tips for Cleanse for Life, so that you can add a little bit of flavor to it, if you will. Some people use ice fruit, so I thought it was nice just for people to see that you don't just have to have it straight, and you'll still get the benefit, and still have and still getting your cleanse in your body. But sometimes you want to break it up. Sometimes it's just gets boring. It is what it is. On the right, as I was talking about earlier, this is a modified cleanse. You don't necessarily have to start when you get up in the morning. You can start a cleanse at night. This one is a modified cleanse that starts you in the evening. It starts at 6 p.m. and then you cleanse through your night, and then to day 2, and then at the end at 8 p.m. on day 2 you have a shake. So it's just to break it up and to change it up. Some people's lifestyle, some people work at night, shift work, whatever. Sometimes this fits into their schedule better than waking up and having it. Right? Some people start work at 4 a.m. Some people start work at noon. So having the options and the changes to it, right? It just shows the versatility and the flexibility of the system. So, first off, questions. Does anybody have any questions so far? I'm trying to stay on time, Jody. Any questions that I can answer for anybody? No? Okay. So, respecting everybody's time, I'm going to move on to the second piece, which is healthy mind and body. And I'm going to talk about this for a few minutes. So this is a great program. If I will probably say more than once, if you haven't done this, doing it one time just to see how this will change your mindset is worth its weight in gold. I've done it twice already, and I will continue to do it. I think there's a lot of value. That's my personal opinion. So what is Healthy Mind and Body, the Mind and Body program? So a little bit of background is Isagenix. The products work fabulously, and they work well. People lose and release so many inches and so many pounds on the program, but when we get into a cycle, I'll speak for myself, self-sabotage and all those things, and all the feelings when we grew up. When we get down to a small size, our mind doesn't follow suit, and we still think the old way. I think I'm 40 pounds heavier. And that's how my reality was. Um, and the reality is people get to a certain point and some people self-sabotage and they don't believe they're worthy of being at that level. So what the Healthy Mind and Body program does is it is a balance with the Isogenics program, where the Isogenics program works on your body. The Healthy Mind and Body helps you deal with the psychological and all of the stresses and understanding your behaviors and helping you change them. The program involves 10 to 15 minutes daily of daily consistent action spanning for 60 days. It is a 60-day program, but it is well worth it, in my opinion. The consistency of the 60 days changes the way you think and live by forging new habits and creating a healthier identity. So, so who needs the Healthy Mind and Body program? Well, questions to ask yourself. Do I believe in constant improvements in my health? Do I believe that everything I put in my body has impact on me and what I need to continue learning about what I am putting in my body? Do I believe that facts and science are always changing and there is more to learn in nutrition and fitness? Do I believe that I need accountability to push me to grow, expand, change? Do I need a kickstart to go to a next level? Do I believe that any new action requires consistent daily action to make it a habit? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then Healthy Mind and Body is the program you need. Watch. It helps. So, is there a cost to Healthy Mind and Body? Yes. However, that's a caveat. Yes, to get into the program, it's $44 Canadian. How do you do that? You log in your back office, you click on resources, Healthy Mind and Body, click the select button. I've added a link here. Then you log in for 60 days, you complete daily assignments, and you save them. You receive points for completing and being on time with those little assignments. Like I said earlier, 15, 20 minutes a day is all it takes. In the program, if the program is successfully completed after the 60 days, you receive a coupon in your back office for $45 in a $45 coupon. So is there a cost? Essentially, no, but it is upfront, and you have to complete the program. So, and then you get $45 to use for whatever, in your back office to use on products. So it's a win-win. 60 days can change your life. Ask anybody, ask in the group, ask if anybody's been on the program, what they thought about it at the beginning, middle, and end, what they thought about it. Would they do it again? Ask them. Ask anybody in the group. I'm sure I'd be happy to talk about it, and I'm sure so would any of the other leaders that have taken this course. Questions so far?
Lauren, I was just going to say, yeah, I absolutely believe in taking that Healthy Mind and Body more than once. I feel I got way more out of the second time than I did the first time. I don't know if it changed, and it just gave me a little bit more of a perspective about how I really wanted to push past a few things that were kind of stalling me. So I definitely recommend to people, if they've done it once, do it again. If they've done it twice, do it a third time. It doesn't hurt to keep and continue to, just better yourself. So yeah, thank you. That was a great description.
Yeah. And I got a lot out of it too, like the second time. And I think each time you take it, you grow. Your perspective is different every time you go through it, right? And you're constantly,
Right.
The things that I focused on in the second time were nowhere near things that I focused on in the beginning, right? You grow. So yeah, I mean, quick little overview of it, but definitely a valuable tool for sure. So there's our first, it's 9:32. So we're at the halfway mark. So that's for the associates. And the next piece of the presentation will be for anybody that actually is building or getting their or sharing to get the product for free, and how to start an associate or a new cleanser. So, excuse me. Oh, missed this slide. Okay, so the new, it's no longer 8 steps to a cleanser. old habits die hard. So the new steps to successfully starting a new cleanser. So when we're starting a new cleanser, when we start somebody off, we want to plug them in. And when I say plug them in, we want to plug them into all that Isagenix is. We want to give them some immersion. We want to give them we want them to feel that community that we have that is naturally organic to us, but we want to immerse them in it. We want to make sure that they are fully welcomed and engaged, right? So to that end, to fully welcome and engage a new associate, we sort of complete the following steps in the timeline given. This, if anybody wants, I'm happy to, I've downloaded it. I put the link in here, Jody, but I'm happy to actually put the form into the group, just so it's there for reference. So, step 1, what do we do when we plug them in? We send them a welcome email within 24 hours of joining Isagenix. It's essential to order to connect them, to connect the new member with other members and expose them to it. A lot of people, when they've made that decision to actually get on board, they feel like they're the only one. We all know, we've all felt that feeling of I'm ready, and you want to make sure that the new person is in the group, that they're engaged, that we welcome them, because we want them to know that they're not alone, and that there's an actual tribe to help them, right? And that's what we do. We stand them up, right? We help each other. In our welcome email, which is in the group, copy 2 or 3 associates of fellow leaders on the email, so that there's a couple of people for backup. If that person wants to reach out to somebody, they actually have 2 or 3 names personally in their email now. And those people that actually are on the welcome letter will welcome that person as well, right? So there'll be some rapport. Make sure you tell them that if they're not in the group, that you will add them to the group, right? Most of the people are in the group, but if they're not, let them know that you're adding them and tell them why you're adding them, and so on. As part of plugging in, we want to set a date and time for a welcome call. The welcome call does a few things. One, we schedule it with any of the leaders in the group, whoever you're more comfortable with, or whoever is available. Absolutely reach out. I'm sure any leader in the group would be happy to do a welcome call. We do it for a couple of reasons. The call helps illustrate support for that person. It reinforces their buying decision, because some people have buyer's remorse, so it validates that. It also will bring a bigger picture into it, because depending on who is sharing, the relationship, right, when you do the welcome call, you're bringing in third party accountability, third party support, and it opens up the bigger picture that, oh, it's just not me and so. This is an actual big deal. So it opens up the community and the world. It also reinforces the support in the community, and can also go through incorporating any of the new associate on social media and communications, validating any of that stuff as well. And if in the welcome call, when you do that, you can get some background so the person doing the welcome can actually find some common ground and actually form some type of bond, right? And just some camaraderie and that third party validation piece. Does that make sense? That's clear? Okay. Step 2, we determine the associate's goals. We always want to know what their goals are, what they're trying to achieve, whether and I like to do their top 3 goals. What are they trying to achieve with our product? Are they trying to lose some weight? Are they trying to get energy? Are they trying to run a marathon? What's their goal? If we know what their goal is, we can help them hit them, right? And write them down. And get permission to say to the person, you know, it allows you to go back to that person and say, well, Lauren, you know, when we first sat down and set your goals, you told me you wanted to lose 20 pounds. Eating chocolate cake now is not going to do that. You're self-sabotaging. You wanted me to help you. Knowing the goals, you can actually bring them back and have those tough conversations to say what's more important. Like, we really need to have this chat. You told me this was really important to you. So it allows us to have that validation and that foundation of trust and the ability to talk to them about it, right? Because they've said it, and when you say a goal and you pass it on, right, you say it out loud, right? So it just helps. Step 3 is to introduce the associate back office. So you take the new cleanser, you set an appointment, and you take the new cleanser through their back office, explain to them what's in there, where things are, how to order products, what is in there, how to find things, how to find healthy in the body, whatever it is, how to go through it. If you want to help them set up their replicated website, you can do it in there. I usually do the associate back office separate. Once I get them started, I get them on the product for a bit. Then I come back, and because they've got a lot to learn, a lot to digest with new products and so on. So I always try and to give them about 7 days to actually get into the back office and learn and go through. We show them their obviously the replicated website, and explain all the workings of it, that they now have a wholesale account, that they actually have this business and all of the value that's attached to that website, all the tools, all the websites, everything. Questions so far? So step 4, we want to get them into the IsaBody Challenge or into Healthy Mind and Body. We do both of these for a couple of reasons. One, the IsaBody Challenge helps give them accountability. It opens them up to bigger picture as well, the other Facebook groups, meals, all those kinds of things, but accountability for their body. And you can link that back to their goals. And always, as far as the IsaBody Challenge, you always try to tell them, obviously, show them if you do this and you complete it, the $200 coupon in their back office, their t-shirts, their certificates, and the healthy mind and body, as I just did with that, it helps ground people, understand where they're potentially self-sabotaging and or letting themselves down. A lot of people have tried many different diets, programs, weight loss, all those kinds of things, and so getting the mind and the body aligned is really key. Step 4 also helps us with retention. People that do the IsaBody challenge, your order basket is higher for an IsaBody challenge person, and retention is longer. The step 5 is complete the new associate interview. The new associate interview, which I'm going to open, is a really detailed form, if you can see that. It is down here. This goes through, obviously, the health goals that we talked about, whether they've registered for the challenge or they signed up for Healthy Mind and Body, who's on their support team. This will help if they want to start sharing products. Who can they reach out to for accountability? It's not just about sharing, it's about help and accountability. Finding people that they can reach out to when they're feeling whatever it is they feel, whatever throws them into stress. It could be an event, it could be whatever. Number 6 is about asking if there's anybody that they believe can go on their journey with them. Taking 2 friends is about getting the U+2 and helping them get their product paid for. Going through, a lot of people have problems with question 7, which is about saying, explaining the business side and showing how they can get their product paid for. A lot of people don't like to do that. So we can go through and then this takes them through their wealth goals. And if they want to share what they're willing to do to commit to it. And then, which is the next step, which is referral management. So, which is sharing the product, U+2, them +2, AMDC, right? AMDCE, ACMDE, excuse me. And if they want to get the product paid for, going through the U+2, the steps for that, the videos, showing them the Crystal program, whether it's the Master Crystal Manager, Crystal Director, Crystal Executive, putting them on those tracks. And then the last step is getting commitment, and getting them to do the commitment form. And the commitment form is here on the back. So I commit completing a list, right, of 10 people. I commit pursuing further into education, improve myself. So going through and actually having people to commit. When people commit on paper, they are more likely to succeed it than just saying it, right? So if you write a goal, it has more intrinsic value to you personally. You are more attached to it. This checklist, by going through this checklist, it does a few things for the business, for your business. One, it gives you a plan the track is already built for you. All you have to do is to fill in the blank. Ask the questions and answer them. And most and foremost, it shows it's a repeatable process. When you tell people, I'm following a checklist, you're going to do the same thing. I'm asking you the same question you're going to ask somebody else. People understand that in their head, that they don't have to rewrite, they don't have to reinvent anything. I'm going to give you the same checklist that I asked you. That's all you do. And we're going to repeat it. So it allows your duplication, if you will, to not get eroded. When everybody is using the same form and the same process and the same welcome letter, it allows that duplication, and it makes it less stressful for any new person sharing the product. And it allows, give them the small pieces that they need to start, and people can do it. When people, I found, when people get overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, that's when they just shut down. So when we teach information to them, especially in the beginning, I found it helps with the overload, especially new funders, because they've just spent, depending on what they've purchased, they've just made a really big investment in themselves. They're scared about it. They're unsure. They really think it's going to work, but they also aren't sure yet. They have a box walkthrough. They have all these new products. They have to figure out, okay, when do I take what? When am I going to cleanse? How does this work? They're a little scared until they get into their first week and they start settling down and they see, oh, this isn't so bad. I can figure out how to get it into my life. And the communication all the time with a new cleanser. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, for sure, Lauren. What I like to interject is that first month is really key for people with support, whether they're ready to share this or just for their own personal product usage. That first month is really critical. So, my rule of thumb is find out when they're cleansing, if they're using a cleanse system, and I follow them through when they're doing their cleanse days. I also like to, on my third week, I send out a reminder that their auto ship is going out. So, that's something that I do personally, because I know in past, people don't know about it and they don't change it and they get an order they don't want. So, that's something that I do above and beyond in my thing. But yeah, it's a great, easy checklist. And if you're like me, I love checklists, and I love that everybody can use this. It's not about recreating that wheel and supporting everybody the same way, so that we're all, pretty much supported, even keel across the board.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I just found that people just get so overwhelmed in the first couple of weeks trying to figure it out, and depending on if you've got, one person in the house who's doing it and the other one isn't, there could be some shuffling, and there could be some, so, really dialing into your new cleanser and having those conversations to find out, because they can get derailed pretty fast. A spouse can derail another spouse pretty quick. So and that's why I like to go back to the goals, because you can reground them if they're second guessing or they're eroding or something like that. Or some people, they have success fairly quick, and people notice and they're afraid to say anything. And asking them, I find too, and asking them, how do you feel? I have a new cleanser that she's awesome, right? She's just like, oh my God, I feel reborn. And then I say, who do you know that should feel this way? Who do you know that deserves to feel as good as you do right now? Because it's the same for everybody. So I think we get, this helps. The checklist, I think, is a wonderful tool to just keep us grounded. And I find if I'm not connecting with somebody, I go back and I've missed a piece of the checklist. Like I find that constantly, if I have a new cleanser, I leave the file out. I do a hard copy file, old school, but and I leave it on my desk. So it's right there and I see it and I open it and I know, oh, I need to connect with them or I need to go through whatever, right? Or they've agreed to meet with me and they, you know, whatever. But so that's the new checklist. There's a couple of things that I do personally that I throw out as if they have any value to you. Is I always walk a new cleanser through their package. Always. I have them call me when their box comes. It's part of my kind of my call when I'm signing them up. Let me know when your box comes because I'm going to talk you through every product in there and I'm going to tell you what to take and what's in and when. So to help with it, right? Because they just get this big brown box and they're excited and scared at the same time. So I go through every product in the box with them, and I find it helps, whether you do or not. Also explaining how to take measurements and photos. I think it's key. I constantly tell people to take a photo, even if they, and I say, you don't have to share it with anybody, but promise me, take them. You'll thank me later. And not just of the for the IsaBody. I tell them to take a really good picture of your face and your neck because you don't measure those with the measuring tape. But man, when you put a face shot side by side, you can really see the difference. So those are little things that I do that I think make that when somebody is out of momentum or somebody is really starting to get discouraged, I say to them, take a picture, let's do a side by side. And, oh, you know, the scale didn't move this week, but wow, look at your face, look at this, you know. And sometimes it's the clothes are fitting better and, you know, it's not about the scale. And trying to get people off that is, I'm sure everybody feels the same way. It's difficult. It's difficult when we're brainwashed to live and die by that scale. So, one of the other things that I do is when I dial them into the social media, the groups and things like that, is tell them about the ISA product and the ISA business website, and so they can go in there at their leisure, but at least they know where they are, and ISA FYI and so on. So when I go through somebody's back office, I always hit the chart that shows all the websites, and I explain very briefly what they all are and where they can find everything, just so they have it. And I say, you know, at your leisure, just click away, but at least you know where they are. So, and with that, I'm done. Any questions for me? Anything I can answer? Anything that we can do? Yeah, put on questions. No, everybody's quiet.
You can close your screen, like your share screen. There you go. Now we can see each other.
Did you hear me okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lauren. Thank you for explaining the cleanse and all that. Does anybody have any questions for Lauren or any comments about anything? Go, Melly.
I do. Hi guys, I've been here all along. Just
Hi, we saw your frame.
I always take my shower and get ready for bed because, you know, we're 2 hours later than you guys, so I'm ready for bed.
I hear you.
I got some questions. I'm going to go back to the product thing for just a second. Let me find my question. You said something about when you're cleansing, it's natural to be cold. Is that what you said?
Some people get cold, yes, absolutely.
And what was that due to?
So when we cleanse, me specifically, but and if you want the specific scientific piece, I can try and find it and send it to you. But when you cleanse, all of the blood from your extremities goes into to protect your core, right?
Internal
So
organ.
so you get cold hands, cold feet, right? Because everything goes to the core. Some people get cold, some don't. In the summer, I don't. Like now, when I start cleansing now, I will get cold. Always on day 2, it doesn't matter.
So this,
So
while
that's why.
you're cleansing, the circulation is going to the internal organs.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
The way I've always been explained it is that, your body just is going to do what it needs to do. And when you are cleansing, your liver's not working as hard. So your internal organs, they're drawing all the energy from your limbs, your arms, your legs, and going to that area. So around the organs in the core. And I get very cold. So I get cold in the summer, but I get even more so cold in the winter. And it's a side effect that I've been using this product for 6 years. It doesn't bother me. I just wear more layers. One of the things I do wear though is a toque. And I give that option to people whenever they say, I'm so cold, put a toque on and you'll be fine.
Okay.
And not
I do
everybody
too.
gets it, right? Not everybody, but if you hear that, it's so common.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then here's another question. So let's see, what's today? Wednesday. I did a cleanse on Monday. I consider it a light cleanse because I started the morning of and then just went through the night. So that's a light cleanse, right?
I would call that, if you went about 24 hours, if you go about 18, 24 hours, I would call that a medium cleanse.
Okay.
And usually the light cleanse is usually like a daily type of cleanse.
Okay. So if I did that on Monday and I feel crappy today, I was kind of planning on another one tomorrow. No?
Light cleanse, you need at least 3 shake days after
Okay.
a light cleanse. A double cleanse, you need at least 5 shakes.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Rule of thumb, right? Because you need to put that good nutrition back in and you need to give your body a break. And
Okay.
you should not cleanse more than 4 days a month.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hold on a minute though. I get that 4 cleanse days a month, but there is the very aggressive one that people have the option to, and it's in the 30-day pack. It's 2 days back to back for 3 weeks in a row. The
You're
one
right.
thing about that one though is the 3rd week, you do need to increase your calories on your shake days to support your body because you're going to start to dip lower in the metabolism. So, there is that option. I've done it before. I personally didn't like it. It gave me less energy, and I'm here to get more energy. So, I did it because I wanted to experience it myself. I did it a year ago in December, and I didn't like it. So,
Okay.
but I do believe in the 4 cleanses a month. Cleansing, Kathy Coover, she cleanses every single week, once a week, as a part of her health.
I love cleansing every Monday. I love cleansing every Monday. It's just a weekly reset. But when I'm right now back into with my dad passing, and I put on that 10 pounds. I'm trying to get it off, but now doing the exercise, like my body is just, hey, whatever. But I like cleansing one day a week. Every Monday is awesome. That's my favorite.
This is my 4th week doing it. It's just yesterday and today I did my shakes, but my meals, I don't know. It's not that they weren't healthy. It was just, I don't know. I just feel yucky.
Yep.
So I was ready to clean out.
Yep. When I was heavy into my weight loss, I would do 2 days. I would not do a single. I would do 2 days. When I went on maintenance, that I went on the weekly, that I liked. And then I got away from it. I started doing it every 2 weeks, and then that kind of backslid a little. So rewriting and getting back like solid, my body just loves it better.
All right. Thank you.
You're looking fabulous, by the way.
I look good tonight. My hair's done.
Any other questions, Nellie?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
Mhm. Hi, Jamie.
Nice to see you, Steve. All right. Well, if this concludes the presentation, I will turn us off recording. Do you have anything else? No? Okay. I'm going to turn this off.